Yo. Wait a sec. Aduh, ini gua nyalain desktop gak sih? Wait.
Be.
この世に純粋な自由なんてないのさ。風さえいつか止む時が来る。
Tes. Halo? Tes. Oke, udah bagus nih. Gua ini dulu ya cuy. Kita ke sini ya.
キャラバン宿駅か。初めてここに来たのっていつだったっけ？
Ya, kapan Buat?
そうだ。ナヒーダの意識が博士に閉じ込められちゃった時、いつの間にかこんなに経ってたのか。今のスメールってナヒーダの統治でどんどん良くなってきてるよね。
Halo bang, kawan blessing siapa anjir? Set, nge-lag anjir.
この平和がずっと続いて、もうナヒーダがトラブルに遭わないといいな。
suara gua ada nggak sih? Wait, bentar gua tes. Halo. Woi. Aduh, ini bentar. Kayaknya kekecilan kayaknya nih. Hai. Tes. Halo? Gua Rama anjir. Oh, Rama. Halo Rama. Anjir. Bentar, suara udah ada nggak? Tes. Oh, Rama. Halo Rama. Woi. Oke, udah bagus, mantap. Boleh lah. Nge-lag kan ya? Iya.
こんなところで会うとは思わなかったぜ。あんたら本当にいろんな場所
Kayaknya enakan kita ini kali ya. Apa? Bahasa Inggris aja kali ya.
さっきまで砂漠でお得意さんの遠くからあんたらを見てたが、何？
Siapa ini, Cok?
マジか。そいつは驚いたぜ。でも今後はそうだ。
Ada. Oke, thank you ya, Rama. Ya, di sini gua bakal main dan udah di OTW Fountain sih. Cuman ya gitulah. Telat dikit cuy, telat dikit. Ini siapa, Cok? NPC. Mang ya, Bang. Halo Bang Zid, WhatsApp. Apa kabar? Bentar, lama banget aja ini ngobrol-ngobrolin. Gue pengen ganti ini, Cok. Bang, Paimon waifumu. Enggak, waifuku itu badut, Bang. Iya. Bye-bye, Sumer. Bye bye. Akhirnya cok, fonten juga aja. Ini bagian yang gue tunggu banget sih, fonten tuh. Gue lebih nunggu fonten daripada Sumeru coy. Sumeru kan virusnya tuh tahun lalu ya kalau nggak salah. Bang kamu pedo, diam kamu set noob. Aku nggak pedo set noob. Jangan mas pedo anjir. Parah. Wait. Mama aku takut ada wibu. Iya kamu nanti anjir cok, fan banget anjing. Gila. Gila keren cok, the fuck. Wah tuh back soundnya tuh. Lupa banget ya sih. Wait, gue setting dulu cuy. Dapat mail lumayan. $600 ya. Ya lumayan lah. Gue sekarang punya, oh ini benevolent ya sekarang ya. Yelan ya, pengen sih. Tab dulu lah, nanti aja. Tuh, gila keren banget anjir. Kita langsung turun aja lah. Explore tuh jangan dari atas sih. Gila fonten keren anjir, the fuck. Turun. Oh ya gue lupa ganti ini dulu. Ganti apa ya? Servernya English aja biar enak. Nice. Gini enak kan? Servernya English.
Relax.
Oke. Mantap. Ada apaan itu? Boleh ini di-explore ini, kayaknya seru nih nge-explore-nya. Let's go lah ya. Wih cuk, kurva cuy, kurva. Kaif. Kaif. Nggak mau, pokoknya kaif dulu.
Illusion shattered. Wind rising.
Nggak bisa mati cok. Ya lah, gak guna anjing kurva buat apaan cok, kurva. Mana anjing kapal gua? Oh itu. Nice. Widih. Cek dulu cuy, siapa tahu chest.
Too slow.
Besi dong. Gila fonten keren cok. Bang, boleh mabap gak? Mabap apaan? Ini gua masih pemula ini. Bukan pemula sih, maksudnya apa ya? Build gua busuk banget. Gua nggak ngebuild karakter anjir. Gua mainnya karena story doang anjir. Genshin bang. Kamu AF berapa dulu bang? Rank kamu berapa? Ih. Apa nih cok? Woi. Ngobrol coba ngobrol. Kecil banget cok. Tell me about the sea. Rankku epic abadi. Matamu epic abadi anjir. Aku itu ini apa namanya? Cok. Fury cok. The fuck? Oh ya dikasih hadiah cuy. Baby coach. Mantap. Gak ada bang Met. Gak ada apaan. Gak ada Genshin gak. Ya udah gak apa-apa gak ada. Cowok backsoundnya bagus aja pak. Wow.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port.
Bangku penculik anak. Buset.
Wow.
Awas kamu, hati-hati kamu ngejokesnya kayak gitu kamu.
Hyman's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines. Just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Langsung to the point loh. Let's start by meeting the Hydra Archon.
Good idea. Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Oke, find the truth.
The more we can learn.
Aja ada. Salah bang, kebalik. Ada aja.
So,
Ya.
to learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
Oke. Kita bakal ngobrol sama orang di depan cuy.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Mama kok namaku nggak biru?
Yeah, I didn't
Nggak boleh
expect that kind
biru-biru
of
kamu.
ending
Kalau
for him.
biru itu
I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family.
yang namanya biru itu ini apa sih? Babu itu yang namanya biru. Kamu mau jadi babu kamu?
I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity.
Bukan babu, jadi pegawai gitu, pegawai perusahaan gitu.
Excuse me.
Pegawai
Can I help
kantor.
you
But the way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Apa sih itu? Wait, bentar. Pegawai kantor. Kalau nggak kerja benar gua pecat, anjay. Tapi kamu nggak digaji. Iya nggak sih? Iya nggak sih? Itu ajaran kaisar kita cuy.
The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough.
Oke, Vena.
Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese.
Opera
or more commonly
Epiclese.
known as just the Opera House.
Opera House. Jadi mereka itu anjir. Jadi mereka itu ini anjir. Apa? Court itu apa ya? Ruang sidangnya itu di opera, Cuk. Di rumah opera sidangnya itu.
Shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? And not to question Fontaine's way of doing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind
Pegawai
those cases.
biru.
And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated
Ush,
with
udah.
due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Neuvillette. Gila. Prancis banget anjir namanya. Neuvillette.
As well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal,
D'Analyse
a machine
Cardinal.
created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Nice. So this is the nation of justice. Apa?
You're a trees? Is it some kind of
Negara
machine too?
keadilan.
Paimon's curious. We should check it out if we get the chance.
Negara keadilan. Justice. Justice kan ya?
Wait.
Keadilan ya?
Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
Lah. Oh ya, Fuvina kan ini ya. Akunnya mereka kan Fuvina ya. Ini nemuin dia tuh gampang banget.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has any time slots available.
Appointment. Gila, harus bikin ini dulu, Cuk. Appointment tuh bahasa Indonesia apa ya? Gue lupa nih.
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff?
Ya, super busy.
Didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way before.
Nice.
Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Jadi akun Hydro di sini tuh kayak terkenal banget ya, kayak banyak orang pengen ketemu ngobrol sama dia, Cok.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Maskot dong.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested
Monsieur.
and find myself
Prancis
face to
banget,
face
anjir.
with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Monsieur. Bonjour, monsieur. Oui.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
Alright, I think we get it. Thank you! At
Okay,
least we
thank
now
you.
know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the
Romet,
Opera House.
gila, Genshin nih. Gue cuma mampir bentaran doang ya, gue lanjut kerja lagi ya. Oke, siap, thank you udah mampir Bang Daniel ya.
Who knows how long making an appointment will take? Hey, what are you looking over there for?
Nggak tahu. Ada wanita di sana.
Maybe something's the matter.
Oh, itu sih ini, Cuk.
She isn't going to jump into the water, is she?
Adanya si ini, Cuk. Linet, siapa ya namanya? Lini.
Maybe we better go check on her.
Lini. Adanya Linet. I gonna leave a like and save this stream. Oke, thank you ya Bang Daniel. I appreciate it.
Hello there.
Huh?
Huh?
I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh,
You're welcome.
okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be...
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself.
Oke.
I was just reminiscing
Ciao,
about
Matt.
a
Yeah,
place my
thank you,
brother
Bang.
and I would play when we were kids.
Bye-bye.
It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
What? Oh ya kan bisa bisa lewat bawah air ya ini gamenya.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water. And though I can still see that hill clearly in my memories, now it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our... It won't be long before it swallows us.
Damn.
Sorry. Paimon doesn't really get
Ini kayak Jakarta anjir, lama-lama tenggelam ini.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Yo, what's up Lini?
Oh, and you are?
Lini.
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce
Roman
about
Impact.
our childhood.
Wede.
There's no
Roman
need for any
Impact.
concern.
Halo Bang Papa, welcome. Apa kabar Bang Papa?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I
Linny.
had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you.
Nice.
Hi, Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
Ya kita baru datang dari pantai.
We were just talking with your sister. Even though we didn't really get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact,
Okay.
she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oke, jadi Lynette itu introvert cuy.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
Oke. Do you have anything left to me to say with you around?
So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
Ya.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
I don't know.
Oh,
Mana bahasa Jepunnya?
it's from a prophecy that's been circulating in
Males gue
Fontaine for
pakai bahasa
some
Jepun.
time now.
Bosan aja.
Well,
Ganti Jepang
I
nggak?
suppose
Ganti Jepang
prophecy
nggak?
isn't exactly the right word, because that
Ganti
implies
Jepang
a
nggak
certain
guys?
amount of
Jepang nggak
uncertainty.
guys?
There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Jepang nggak guys? Ganti Jepang nggak guys? Aduh. Yaudah bahasa Arab anjir, gak ada cok bahasa Arab.
Where to begin?
BTW welcome Bang Atrada 23. Apa kabar? Welcome.
Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet, have we?
Hafwi. Gak usah ngomong di Arab. Gak ada bahasa Arab anjir.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Nah.
Hello, traveler.
Oke, lu kenal gua kenal lu. Halo Lini. Bahasa Cina. Boleh bahasa Cina. Lu mau bahasa Cina nggak?
And
Ada bahasa
hello,
Cina?
Paimon.
Oke, halo Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at Paimon, are you?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Oke.
Oh, all right then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
Oke.
By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the opera house to meet the Hydro Archon.
Ya kita mau
Would you be able
ke
to show us the way?
rumah opera buat ketemu si Furina cuy. Afkon Hydro.
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the opera house later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here.
Hey, thank you ya Lili.
Please follow me.
Oke, let's go. Amat. Lariin apa woi?
Quit following me.
Lama anjing. Oh udah. Waduh.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems Lady Farina has
Lah.
come to see you.
Lah. Anjay. Gila, keren. Wah. Oh my god, waifu cok. Damn. This is it dude. Fossil love. Gila, keren anjing. Our fiancé.
So, she's the Hydro Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
Fiancé Fossil love.
My dear
people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration.
If you don't have one,
then just raise your hand in lieu.
Damn.
As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation.
Okay.
Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Jadi Fuvina itu ini ya. Ngenerima kita apa nyambut kita dengan hangat cuy di Fontaine. Siapa yang astaga?
She talking about us?
Siap. She talking about us, of course.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. No, I have come to receive you personally.
Gila, cok, disambut baik sama Hydro Afcon dong.
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness.
Damn.
Rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity.
Damn. Siap, bro.
Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner.
Orang pintar berkumpul di banner yang benar. Seeking audience with me, okay? Siap.
I, Fosalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
GG. Ini Afcon kita GG banget ini. Fosalor menyambutmu di negara Hydro dan bla 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 ya. Well, finding Afcon prestigi.
Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Yep.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little over the top?
Dramatic entrance. Will.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose
Arrogant banget.
you hit necessary to communicate with a god. All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Damn.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Dia punya intel, Cok. Itu intel yang tadi tuh. Yang di Sumeru itu dia nyata, Cok. Anjir. Vina siap.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough? What else should I say then?
I don't know.
Is she waiting for us to start talking?
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Legendary blonde traveler cuy. Gue banget nggak sih?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina?
Of course. That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here to personally see her. Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
Yoi.
I've got to see this. I knew
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get... You may consider this my reward to all of you.
Arrogant
I
banget
have
anjir nih.
determined that there will be an
Fitnah.
epic duel between myself and this traveler from another land, just as you were hoping to see.
Aduh, ternyata kita itu dia itu mau duel sama kita, Cok. Berantem aja.
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Fighting a gods, I have a resume. Nice, let's go.
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
Lu nggak takut? Ini lu lawan dewa loh katanya.
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend.
Clorend.
I admire her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is obviously a true warrior.
Yoi.
Unfortunately, people nowadays only...
Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. They're getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another kind of duel.
Oke.
A duel in court!
Jadi dia itu pengen duel sama kita bukan berantem ya, Cok. Dia itu duel sama kita sidang anjir.
All right. Now that'll be worth seeing.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera house. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in
Kalau
court?
Genshin itu mirip DMC nggak sih, Bang? Enggak juga sih. Agak beda. Dia ini bergantungnya di reaksi elemen soalnya. Kalau DMC kan combo tuh. And we haven't committed any crimes. Ya.
According to Fontaine law,
Nyelo ya,
no
lo
one is
Bang Sekuya,
permitted
welcome.
to release any...
Apa kabar Bang Sekuya?
So that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina. Nope.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Flying
Precisely.
object.
Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order your arrest.
Lah, ditangkap anjir.
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition of a flying object.
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not...
Ah, great magician Linny, my beloved sister.
Oke, kita di apa? Sorry.
But how exactly
Kita
do you
di-
plan to prove your claim?
Dibelain sama si Lee ini, Cok.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show. So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a
Yo, what the fuck?
Ta-da!
Gila.
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
Oh, gila. Keren sih Lin itu. Pinter. Udah mulai happy gara-gara kesel sama Toshie semalam. Aduh, Toshie itu tadi kan kita apa di teguh apa?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Oke, mantap gila. Ini pintar banget asli.
You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Nice one.
I'm not sure what to think.
Kalau elemen mirip FF gak sih? Beda lah tolol.
Amusing.
Amusing.
Very amusing, Linny.
Narik
Just
katanya.
the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy.
Matazanya kayak
With you
pengen ku
here,
tonjok semalam.
today's performance can thoroughly be called
Gila.
complete.
Terus enjoy. With you here today, performance can finally be called complete. Siap.
Performance? You see all this as a performance?
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person.
Nice.
But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands.
Gila. Sabrina, Cok. Dia menghakimi dewa dari tempat lain juga, cuy.
I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
And just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Thank you, Lini. Did you
Don't
know
mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy.
Nice.
So, now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
Ya, arogan banget, Cok. Kayak kayak lawak anjir.
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
She will get reasonable.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like...
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant.
Okay.
It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
Siap.
But isn't the Opera House where criminal trials are held in Fontaine?
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred.
Jadi Opera House ini bisa kepake buat banyak hal, cuy. Bisa buat sidang sama event-event gitulah kayaknya. Kayak performance gitu.
And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see my performance?
Ya, sure, boleh. Kita diundang, cuy, buat ke ini apa? Pertunjukan sulapnya mereka.
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oke.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first. Oh, you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer.
Oke.
This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Magic Pocket.
Huh? What are they going to use
Oke,
it for?
jadi kita disuruh buat ngasih ini ke beberapa orang, cuy. Nganterin barang ya.
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails.
Ramalan ya.
I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved.
Jadi semua orang di Fontaine itu berdosa, lahir dengan dosa. Apapun yang dilakuin oleh negara apa? Bentar, gue bingung jelasnya gimana. Jadi semua orang yang lahir di Fontaine itu berdosa. Apapun sidang yang dilakuin, dosa ini nggak bakal bisa hilang gitu.
Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned.
Terus suatu hari nanti, air di Fontaine itu bakal naik, terus bakal bikin semua orang yang berdosa ini tenggelam gitu.
In the end,
Gue
the
so
people
tau lu,
will all
bacot
be
lu Faisal.
dissolved into the waters.
Betul,
and only
welcome
the
Bang Faisal
Hydro
XP,
Archon will
welcome.
remain,
Apa kabar?
weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
In the end, people will be dissolved into waters, and only Hydro Archon will remain weeping on her throne, and only then will the sins of people Fontaine will be washed away. Pada akhirnya, semua orang akan tenggelam oleh air, dan hanya Hydro Archon yang tersisa. Dan semua dosa bakal hilang, semua dosa rakyat Fontaine akan hilang.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that supposed to mean?
Bukan fansite dulu gak sih? Bacot
There are
anjir.
lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath.
Banyak ini katanya, banyak prediksi. Ada yang bilang katanya tuh ancestors leluhurnya orang Fontaine itu nyuri kekuatan dari laut gitu. Terus akhirnya lautnya marah aja.
Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia.
Ada juga yang prediksi kalau misalnya orang dari Fontaine itu nggak dengerin ucapan dari Hydro Archon yang lama gitu, nggak dengerin peringatan dari Hydro Archon yang lama, dan akhirnya malah ngebuat Celestia marah gitu. Bukannya dulu langsung ngegas. Kalau Bang Faisal mah gue nggak bakal ini dulu aja.
There hasn't been
Bang
concrete
Faisal itu
evidence for any
bajingan
of these
tuh, Bang
claims,
Anjay anjir.
so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
Aduh, bercanda bang. Fontaine evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence of any of this claim. Okay.
Even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed. Wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Oke, jadi beberapa tahun terakhir sebenarnya air di Fontaine udah mulai naik gitu. What are the memories?
Many places have already been completely submerged and now lie beneath the sea.
Oke. Jadi ini kayak Jakarta aja, Cuk. 2030 Jakarta kayak gini nih.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death.
Oke, jadi intinya ya, kesimpulannya itu ada suatu ramalan yang bilang kalau misalnya semua warga Fontaine itu lahir dengan dosa, dan dosa itu nggak bakal pernah hilang. Jadi suatu hari nanti ini air di Fontaine bakal tenggelamin seluruh Fontaine dan warganya bakal tenggelam semua, dan akhirnya dosanya hilang gitu. Gitu aja sih. Udah ya, pada dasarnya Jakarta aja lah. Jakarta tenggelam aja 2030, Cuk. Udah gitu aja.
We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them.
Oke. Jadi orang yang tinggal di dekat air itu bakal pindah gitu. Jadi mereka itu ngasih magic pocket buat mereka, mau dikasih gitu.
As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Jakarta mulu lu. Ya kan Jakarta tenggelam, Cok, 2030. Aduh. Ya oke.
Oh, Paimon gets it. It's like preparing for a rainy day. But this is more than a bit of rain.
Oke, jadi itu aja sih pemahamannya.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things.
Ya oke.
Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it, regardless of what they say.
Oke, jadi ini magic pocketnya kasih ke orang-orangnya yang dia suruh, terus yakinin bujuk mereka biar nerima, coy. Convince them, oke, siap. Pertama kita bakal ke ini dulu nggak sih? Ya kayaknya paling pertama kita harus buka map dulu, coy. Gue jadi ngeri aja. Wow, damn. Ada jam, Cok. Di mana sih? Deket sini kah? Di mana, Cok? Oh nih. Nyampe nggak nih? Boleh lah, sampai lah. Set, nice. Masih di atas kah? Goblok, masih di atas, Cok. Ya kalau gitu, ya udah gue turun aja kali ya. Kayaknya bisa lewat sini deh, gue goblok kayaknya nih. Oh iya, kan ini lift ya? Ini lift bukan sih? Gak tau gue. Ya bisa lewat sini sih harusnya. Tuh. Oh iya, kan ini lift, Cok. Bisa nyobain lewat apa? Naik sini. Itu kan elemen mirip FF. Pala lu. Nice. Kita ke atas. Ngapain gua manjat anjir pada liftnya tuh, Cok?
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it.
Jauh banget. Gila, ini keren sih. Ada lift begini. Nice, keren.
Quit following me.
Kita buka dulu mapnya. Dan ya, masih lumayan kecil ya. Iya, masih awal sih. Tuh, ini nih, gede banget anjir ini, Sumeru. Sampai nge-lag gua, Cok. Sumeru segede gaban anjir. Fonten kecil banget. Tapi masih evolusi. Oke. Oke, kita bisa nyelam. Ih, Anjir, apa nih, Cok? Kilo keren. Augerau. Augerau.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy. Keep it. I won't have any use for it.
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story.
What's the other story?
The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it.
Jadi ada cerita lain yang bilang kalau misalnya orang itu dulu tuh tinggal di dalam laut, anjir. Dan bakal tenggelam juga suatu saat nanti.
As time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within them. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Okay.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Oke. Jadi ada cerita lain ya. Kalau misalnya tuh sebenarnya orang Fontaine itu dulu tinggal dalam laut aja. Cuman sekarang pengen tinggal dalam di daratan. Kalau misalnya balik ke laut lagi itu kayak pulang aja. Aneh enggak sih? Oke, Etienne.
So you're the blonde traveler that everyone's been... Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's
Udah, gak usah
better to
pindah.
prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Maksud?
Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when you get the chance.
Oke, thank you. Kasih, kita ke sana.
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, it's still gonna be a long time before the water can cover everything. Life is all about living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather not.
Oke. Galati. Kita awali kali ini, coy.
Oh, you already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some interesting opinions. Yes, but that will change
No
once
shit.
disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing in
Tenggelam
some more
lebih estetik.
materials.
Pala lu lebih estetik kan ya, Bu. Tenggelam mati, cok. I have magic pocket in my workshop in Court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing some materials. Okay.
So, you want to collect materials?
Oh, that would be much appreciated.
Di mana, cok?
Quit following me.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect for maritime flowers.
Masih ada kah?
Mine's your fate.
Nice.
The wind rises.
Nice, kelar.
You made
Katanya
quick
penduduk
work
situ
of
hidup
that.
tenggelam
I
air.
can tell you're an experienced
Katanya
traveler.
zaman
I've also finished
dulu
collecting
itu
a few
penduduknya
here.
hidup dalam air gitu. Cuman sekarang kan orangnya udah tinggal di daratan tuh. Pas nanti tenggelam bakal balik ke air lagi gitu. Orang ada yang percaya kayak gitu.
Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off.
So, we're going to the court of fun.
Lynette punya ini anjir.
Wait,
Punya ekor, cuk.
have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Kenapa tuh?
What's wrong?
She's obviously a thief.
Oke. Jangan berat, cuk. Pencuri.
Magicians
Maling.
and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one. Watch her movements carefully.
Wah, anjay, pencuri.
Oh, he's right.
Gila.
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Understood.
All right.
Behold! Upon the gale.
Buset, liftnya, cok. Lama ini kayaknya. Nunggu lift. Kita nunggu lift, cuy. Gue baca chat dulu. Katanya petunjuk situ hidup dalam air. Oh, udah gue baca tadi. Bahasanya translate banget. Jangan lu. Ke atas, sok, skop. Keren anjir ini. Ada lift begini, cok. Keren banget. Asli. Gue suka. Keren asli. Keren asli. Konsepnya menarik. Bagus.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries. It's rather pathetic to force a conversation just to occupy silence.
Nice. Let's go.
This is the spot where Linny wanted us to wait.
Oke.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Time to make the best.
Oh no! Did she notice us? She said, what should we do? Should we chase her?
Object is block this map.
You're right. She might also be trying to... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief.
Okay, let's go find Lynn.
Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
Oke, dia kabur, Cok.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, did you get hurt?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
Lenny, kok pakaian lu gitu banget dah?
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
Asli pakaiannya Lenny ini banget. Lenny tuh pakaiannya tuh ini banget anjir, Cok. Aneh banget aja. Level 7 nggak tulisin dong. Nanti dulu lah. Gue kurang suka aja level 7.
Alright, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine now.
Oke, kita bakal ke sidang Fontaine.
Too slow.
Ke ini, rumah operanya. Ya, rumah opera Fontaine itu bisa kepake buat sidang sama buat performance itu, buat acara gitu. Widih, apa lagi nih?
So, we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around! People in Fontaine...
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine.
Buset, ada transportasi dong.
It's pretty convenient, but the ride can be...
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, you don't really talk that much. Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
Mereka tuh 3 anjir. Ada sama si Feminet juga, tapi Feminetnya belum ada. Oh, what's up?
Oh, excuse me. Aren't you the great magician Lenny and his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we...
Oke.
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Oke, ini si ini, Cok. Apa? Pom-pom. Pom-pom campur
From the
Mark 7.
Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet? Amazing! You recognize everybody almost immediately! I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I?
Oh, dia reporter ya? Boleh bantu.
Wow, today must be my day! Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing me some favor? So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on? Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Okay.
That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talents.
Oke, siap. Jadi dia itu nyari ini berita bagus gitu, buat dijadiin, buat dimasukin ke surat kabarnya dia, korannya dia kayaknya.
Well, a series of cases actually.
Wartawan nih orang.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right. These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen.
If I'm the first with the draft ready to publish when the case is... Oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials.
So, what is the serial disappearances of young women case? You mean the culprit hasn't been found?
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects
jadi ada
have been
kasus
arrested
ini,
over
Cok.
the years in connection with this case, but
Gadis-gadis
shortly after
hilang
each
aja
arrest,
tuh.
another disappearance would always
Cewek-cewek
happen.
hilang. Dia masuk criminal one. Oke.
Yes, it's possible.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Sampai kah?
Hey, we're almost there. Look.
Oke, ini dia Fontaine. Gila soundtracknya, cowok. Wah, gila. Soundtracknya, cowok. The best anjir ini game. This is it, dude. Inilah Fontaine, wah. Nice. Ini dia Fontaine, cok. Gila, keren anjing. Kota apa? Negara keadilan. Bagus banget anjing.
I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an
Okay, Hyman hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte.
See ya.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steamberg when you have time.
Oke, Charlotte.
What a tough job. Always running around and...
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first? Besides, I still have all the materials we collected.
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Ya, kita bakal ke rumahnya Lini, cok. Lini sama Lynette. Udahan gua, Bang. Oke, thank you, Bang. Thank you, Rama. Count blessing. Ya, thank you Rama udah mampir. Bye bye. Kok gue ulang-ulang ya anjir. Oke. Apa ini? Damn, keren, cok. Pertama kita bakal cari ini dulu sih. Statue of Seven dulu. Sebelah kanan nih. Gila, kota gede gini aja. Nice. Beli semua. Fonta nggak tuh? Fonta. Boleh Fonta, siap. Ini toko buku. Ada anak-anak. Ada vendor juga. Jual nggak? Jual nggak? Gila, jualan dong. Sensitif coba. Mantap, boleh, mantap. Gila, keren juga ya. Ada manajer cafe. Beli Fanta dulu, Fanta. Coffee beans. Apa ini? Le flotante, siap. Nice, let's go.
Too slow. The wind rises.
Gila, fonten kotanya bagus banget anjir. The fuck?
This is our current abode.
Kayak ini rumahnya Lynette.
Friendly.
Lini.
You're home. Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Oke, Femine. Penyelam handal. He's a phenomenal diver. Penyelam handal.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very proud to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny seems like a big family.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Go ahead.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing... Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Oke, gue suka banget sama voice-nya si Linny sama Femine itu bagus, Cok. Gue suka, mantap.
Yes.
Yang English
I went diving and gathered lots of materials. I was about to give them to you.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
All right. Hujan loh. Hujan loh.
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon enough.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe.
Oke, ada legenda mengenai hujan, cuy, katanya.
It said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain.
Jadi di Fontaine itu ada naga air yang tinggal di sini. Jadi setiap kali naga itu nangis, weep itu nangis gak sih? Nggak tahu sih. Langit itu bakal hujan.
When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Kalau that's Hydro Dragon, Elemental Dragon in Fontaine. Anjir, cok. Ada Elemental Dragon dong.
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something.
Mantap.
Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism. Or could at least play along.
Silin ini nggak peka, Cok.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Kayaknya si Neverlet itu Hydro Dragon-nya deh.
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Okay.
Oh, are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, perhaps we could I'm afraid that Fremine can...
No trouble at all!
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks.
Oh, no need!
Oke. Bentar di mana, Cok, itu? Depannya. Damn. Anjir, Cok. Damn, keren, Cok. The hell.
Quit following me.
Apa nih? Kamu jangan marah-marah, Bang. Enggak, Bang, aku gak marah-marah, Bang. Wait, kemana ya?
Too slow.
Di atas, anjir. Ya bodo amat lah. Tuh, gila, kok fonten kotanya bagus banget, anjir, Cok. Kop the Fontaine.
Squall and Fury.
Ini EP berapa, Bang? EP 9 ini. EP 9.
Hello? Is there anyone here?
Ada.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking for a chat with me.
Oh no, we're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are.
Ah, these must be for Magic Pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount.
Oh.
But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both their hearts and their pockets are made of gold.
Nice.
Wow. So, is Linny actually loaded?
Oke, Lin itu orang kaya, Cok.
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician in Fontaine.
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Pung. Yeah.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work?
But where does a big machine like that get its power?
Well, it's a little complicated, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh?
Hah?
How can trials produce energy?
Jadi sidang itu saat ngelakuin sidang itu memproduksi energi, Cok. Gila.
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically...
Terus mesin-mesin di sini itu berasal dari sidang yang berasal dari energi yang dihasilin dari sidang gitu. Dari ruangan sidang.
When a trial is in session, the oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale harvests people's belief
Buset,
in
Cok.
justice and converts it
Oratrice
into energy
d'analyse
used all
cardinale.
around Fontaine.
Prancis banget, Cok. Apa sebabnya Believe in Fontaine? Oh, jadi saat lagi di sesi sidang, ini mekanisme de-analisis kardinal ini bakal ngambil people believe in justice, bakal ngambil ini kepercayaan orang-orang mengenai keadilan gitu, bakal diambil terus dikonversi jadi energi. Gila juga, Cok.
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgments. But Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Ya, Fontaine ada buat it.
Oh yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created by belief and turn it into power for all of Fontaine, right?
Oh iya, kan Archon itu, kekuatan Archon itu banyak itu berasal dari seberapa besar orang percaya sama mereka gitu. Terus saat orang percaya sama mereka itu Hydro Archon itu gunain mesin yang menciptakan energi berdasarkan kepercayaan warganya dia, penduduknya dia gitu, pengikut dia.
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense.
Gila juga ya.
Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called pneumosia.
Pneumosia apa lagi, Cok?
It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
Siap.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already talking...
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today. Wait, no, 70%.
Puset.
Huh? You...
Rentenir, Cok.
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered...
Hey, hold on.
Yo, fucking child, dude. It's fucking child.
Why don't you settle your own debts first?
Yo, holy shit, it's fucking child.
If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine.
Yo,
but
child.
I'm afraid you still owe the bank a
Child.
hefty sum of Mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
Gila, Cok. Child.
You're from Northland Bank.
Traveler, Paimon.
Gila, gua rindu banget sama Cok.
What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Blah, 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 blah.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Yoi.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friends? Listen to me, boy. If you want your Mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
Waduh, nantangin dia, Cok.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Hey! That's way over the line!
Oh,
right,
shit.
Let's see who has to pay up now!
Berantem, let's go.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead. There goes.
I'm unsure this won't take long.
Berantem, Cok. Bams, gue play. Gue play ini kok. Gue play child kok. Nge-fish. Nge-fish. No. Oh, udah.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait, don't tell me you're...
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it?
Gila, keren cok Chelt emang.
Huh?
Lah.
Now's my chance.
Huh. That was weird.
Yoi, with Asel.
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Enggak sih.
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? I don't see it's work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself, but recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling inside.
Bentar, baterai gue mau habis, sabar.
That is a possibility.
So what this
I
power?
can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown... It was during that... She was always... One time, because I had a...
But what is it? What did you awaken?
Vision.
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless sea...
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers.
Okay.
It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind.
So you used the whale as inspiration? So why don't you...
You make it sound... But it's been years...
Oh, it sounds like some...
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but... Oh...
Oke, sejauh ini bagus sih. Story-nya masih fun banget. Gue suka.
I just remembered I have somewhere else...
What? More work for the...
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to...
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor by requesting a duel with an official champion duelist. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point.
Gila.
So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a... And the worst-case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel.
Whoa.
Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell, no one has ever been officially sentenced to death. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the...
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of its citizens. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to Fontaine. Apparently, the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Bentar.
before. Florand. Huh.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Okay. Vision.
Your vision?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel. So, besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve...
Hyman knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch later.
Bye.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon.
Yoi. Oke. Let's go cuy. Let's go cuy. Kita mau kick off dulu cuy. Lama banget.
Could have seen that coming. The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the sorry. The whodunit's here. It's so exciting to reach the moment.
Okay, let's go.
He said that the opera house is on Aeneas. So let's go ride the aquabus.
Naik aquabus lewat mana ya?
Too slow.
Oh, kita naik ini dulu ya. Lift. Elevator.
Quit following me. The wind rises.
Yo. Cool as hell, Phil. Fontaine kotanya sejauh ini paling bagus anjir. Ada flow-nya loh. Damn. Dia di second floor kali ya. Bentar. Steady dulu.
Squall and fury.
Statue kita buka. Nice. Gila, keren juga ya Fontaine. Tuh.
The wind rises.
Kita ke second floor. Tetap dulu ya. There you go. When does the immediately? Nice. Duduklah.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan.
Aku Hole Alpen.
The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the steambird, though I don't need it myself.
The aquabus.
Destination of the current tour is Aeneas. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclus.
Okay.
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky.
Okay.
An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous.
Di sebelah kiri ada ini. Ini dia tour guide kita ya. Keren banget cok, sumpah. Sumpah keren banget anjing.
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark.
Oke, udah mau sampai.
Even though I will take any forgotten items to the lost and found, the paperwork is rather annoying as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Oke. Berasa jadi turis anjing. Nice. Yo, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? I need more bullets. Enggak, jangan. Oke, buka dulu.
Too slow.
Yo, apa nih? What the hell? Nice. Hide Oculus ya. Wow, keren cu. The fuck.
Search for it.
Asli. Ini keren banget cu. What the fuck. Gila, gue bakal enjoy banget main di Fontaine. Cakep banget anjing view Fontaine tuh. Warnanya. Anjing, gue soundtracknya bagus cok, asli. Yo Dogi, what's up? Nice. Mantap. GG, mantap. Viewpoint. GG cuy. Oke, ini quote-nya Opera Epiclips. Quote Fontaine.
Looks like there's a lot of people.
Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Mantap, Cok.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache? Hey?
What's wrong?
Yo, what the fuck is this?
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's Lenny asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Right.
What do you mean? There are a lot of people here right now. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In
Okay.
fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
Okay.
Because of her sensitivity to the hydro element? But what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry?
Wait, what?
Just answer me.
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions.
Okay.
Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water... So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
So, what did the voice say? Huh. If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Linny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right.
Okay, let's talk with Linny. Ini couple 2 harus gue bunuh nih. Damn. Oke. Elemental skills, elemental plus, dan elemental attack bosses to specific ensemble. Oke, siap. Keren, Cok. Fontaine keren banget. Sesuai ekspektasi.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to...
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Okay.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Oke, kita dapat tiket, Cok.
Thanks, Linny.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Linny, could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh,
Wih.
I'll be right there.
Gila, pokoknya bagus
Seems
banget,
there's
Cok.
an issue with the stage props over there. That's Kalo.
Yeah, we'll just go to our...
Kemana seat kita di mana? Holy shit, I love Fontaine already, dude. Soundtracknya nggak ngotak, Cok. Bagus banget. Wow. Damn. Gila. Look at this place, dude. It's fucking gorgeous. Mihoyo nailed it, dude. Bagus banget Fontaine.
Oh, these should be our seats. Come.
Yo. Nivelet ya? Kayaknya sih Nivelet.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us. Since we're sitting together and the rest of the place is practically empty still. It's kind of awkward if we don't say anything. Ah, cute.
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Nivelet. Teori gue sih ini the Hydro Dragon sih.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down. Wait, that's not it, Paimon. Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's too?
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Damn, I love the voice, man. Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would like to... Okay, siap.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny then? Oh, this is getting more... Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Teyvat. And as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself. I am...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet.
Nervillet.
What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Nivelet, cok, keren banget anjir.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be...
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who Monsieur Nervillet is. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special, really.
Gila, keren banget anjing Nivelet, cok.
And by the
Kayaknya
way,
gue harus ikutin
I
Nivelet
should
ya.
probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to. There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Ya, si Fossilov ya.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression. So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise she may become flustered.
Yo, keren anjing.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Okay.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro?
All right, please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations and the performance will start as soon as the audience has made their way to their seats.
Yay! The show's finally about to start!
Let's go. Rame ya? Gila.
They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Bacot Paimon, diem.
Welcome one and all to the Opera Epic
Wih,
Quest.
cowok.
I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister Lynette, who will be working as my
Mantap,
wonderful
cowok.
assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Okay.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage today. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps... Oh, and before I forget, you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Damn, slogannya, Cuk. Keren, Cuk. Fontaine.
A magician's greatest skill
Wih,
is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Siap. Oke.
Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Yo.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Yo. Sulap, Cok. Gila.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Yo anjir, Cok. Gila, Cok. Keren anjir. Hilang.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Huh?
Keren, Cok. Keren. GG anjing. GG banget, Cok. The fuck. That was quite the show. What a show.
If you could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking. To appreciate magic, we should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
That's right. Clayton couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared.
Thank you, everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed. But our magical journey has only just begun. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But in which case, I have ample time to... So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes now. There are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here and one is there in the aisle among the audience. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box.
Okay.
Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow, how's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual super...
The lucky audience member will be generated by... It selects numbers entirely at random. Now then, let's begin. Oh, let me see... Oh, please, come forward. My assistant will take you
Okay.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box.
Okay.
If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meripede.
Oh.
Gila, Cuk.
Okay.
All right. Before I enter the magic box, like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like.
Okay.
I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that!
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice to... Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, okay.
59, 58. That's right, perfect. Keep it going.
Okay, hitung mundur,
I'll
Cuk.
see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53? Why aren't you counting them?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is.
Nice.
Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Siap.
Oh, alright. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something.
40, 39, 38! Mr. Linney, are you all right in there?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong place.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
Okay.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't seem...
25! What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but...
Never mind the decorations. There's no time...
No, that's unacceptable. I want...
19!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
Bajingan.
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping 2 people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait. Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Pindah.
Ta-da!
Gila. Lah. Oh shit. Mati, Cok. Anjir, Cok, mati anjing. Oke, orangnya mati, Cok. Ketimpa anjir.
Huh? Is this Mr. Lenny? You're going to use not.
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was.
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme...
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead.
Mati,
His name was
Cok.
Kalo, one of the assistants in Linny's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of
Yeah.
now, we are still not sure why we found Cowl in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance.
Oke, si
And there are
ceweknya
many
hilang.
indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
That's the case that
Oh shit, jadi ceweknya kan hilang tuh. Yang mati ternyata staffnya yang magic show itu, staffnya Lynette, nama Lini mati. Yang muncul di dalam kotak itu dia. Sementara yang cewek yang jadi ini yang dari audience itu hilang, Cok. Ini tuh case-nya berhubungan sama case yang banyak cewek yang hilang itu. Gila, Cok. The fuck.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he... I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linny, is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances case.
Oh, no.
An accident.
Jadi Lini sekarang jadi suspek buat kasus orang-orang hilang.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did she not? The deceased is one of your assistants, is he not?
Shit.
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation, a bald-faced challenge.
Gila.
Can't be right. He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We could even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linny and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he...
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
Oh shit.
That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linny, won't you? After all, he was the one... Then there's no problem at all. You know, the traveler and I... But with Linny's help, our little duel ended in a draw. So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And...
It wasn't a draw.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order.
Okay,
Traveler,
trial.
seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, Are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case?
Oke, kita mau jadi lawyer, Cuk. Mau jadi ini. Apa sih namanya? Pengacara.
Very well. The trial will be held at day. Linney and his troop are all potential suspects and shall remain. The audience may begin.
Kita mau jadi defendernya si Linney, Cuk.
Let's see what kind of case this big shot outlet.
Sorry about everything that happened.
Of course!
Yeah, I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I understand? I'm sure everyone... I don't know whether what happened. As for how that... Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like...
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
The fuck?
Paimon bought them when we were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool,
Gacha kah, coy? Enggak, Bang Diki. Gua gacha nanti aja deh.
Don't worry.
Ini gua story doang, Bang Diki. Betul, welcome ya, Bang Diki.
It wasn't from our travel funds.
I think they look cute on you, Pine.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. Feeling... But with the guards watching our every move, good thing you agreed to be our attorneys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Ini berapa lama, Cok? Udah mau 2 jam ya? Udah 2 jam dong.
Since we're going to start investigating...
Oh, well...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
Oke.
I suppose you're right.
Gacha karakter baru Zhongli, coy. Zhongli udah ada gua. Gua pengen gacha ini sih. Kalau enggak Furina, Arlecchino deh. Cuman Arlecchino masih nggak pasti. Tungguin aja lah. Pokoknya antara kayaknya Furina aja sih gua gacha.
'Tis truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it.
Okay.
We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here.
Oke, kita bakal investigasi, cuy.
Hello, officer. How's the investigation going?
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this...
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see.
Gila.
The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Kalo. Even though he hadn't joined the troop long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged.
Mati, cok, dia anjir.
As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Kalo inside it.
Tapi kenapa Kawal ada di dalam?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and we're unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap. All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good friends of his?
Yes.
You can't say we're good friends, but we've known each other for a little while.
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorneys. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence. Sorry, I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good.
Oke. Sans.
Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you're curious. Who knows, maybe you'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
Maybe. Kita selesaiin dulu ini satu quest, habis itu udahan dulu. Guards investigation report. Identity. Woi, ini kayak anjir. Oke, water tank jatuh di sana. Oke, reportnya firework launch tell magical performance causing tank to fall and kill Kowal. Oke, siap. Identitinya Kowal ya. Lini assistance Kowal. Belum masuk beberapa lama. Baru masuk nggak lama. Terus ini jatuhnya karena firework. Oke. Nanya lah. Gimana?
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
Oh, jadi random nomornya juga ada masalahnya, Cok.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number
You're trying to help them? That'll be...
Linny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine picks that same number every time.
Oh.
I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial or some performance. In other words, Linny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Linny reserved our seat.
Let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Oke, jadi random selectornya bermasalah juga.
Go ahead, have a look around.
Di sini jatuhnya mayat. Ini tempatnya dia hilang. Kita butuh bukti sebanyak-banyaknya.
What are you investigating?
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the Magic Troupe members are currently considered prime suspect. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list. Sure, it's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Oke, Halsey, seorang painter.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The Magic Troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with... Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous
Were the victims of previous cases also poisoned?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range, there really weren't any other connections between them.
Okay then.
No need to be so formal. It is of utmost importance.
Seorang painter namanya Halsey. Oke, siap. talinya kebakar ya.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks? Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler? Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material!
What?
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Oke, jadi talinya itu rawan bisa terbakar gitu, kayak bahannya beda, flammable.
Wait, why don't you write all this down?
Oke, mantap. Dapat bukti lagi. Ini pokoknya kita harus dapat semua bukti dulu, Cok.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens. If you find any new and interesting...
We don't have too many thoughts.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first?
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it.
Oke. Wow, live ya. Halo Bayu XD, welcome.
It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened, the thud has become an important clue.
Oke.
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
No, that's impossible.
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing. Oh, that's true.
That does remind...
Sound. Oke. Nothing else?
Lenny's still talking to the guards. It seems he'll have... I think someone will be assigned to monitor...
Seatnya, oke semua mah. Sure, let's go. Oke,
Hey, you!
tinggal ini sih.
Both of you?
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No? And by the looks of it...
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Cabro, who the fuck is you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula?
Anjir, Cok.
From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it, Spina di Rosula does it.
Oke.
And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president. Though those who play by our rules...
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
Anjay, keren, Cok.
I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and...
Huh? Boss.
Well,
My apologies, Demoiselle. Boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, Navia.
If you say so. Not that we're members of Spina di Rasula any.
All merely trifling details. Never mind. Now, that's right. I've always kept it. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely master.
Really? We think so too. That's why we're. But how did you come to that conclusion?
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Yeah, same.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive evidence whatsoever, wasn't she? But that's not uncommon for her. Anyway,
sounds more like.
Well, what's your opinion? All right, I've answered.
Wait a minute.
Well, in your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No, it's not.
Well?
And why would that be?
Because a trial itu it's meant to be serious. Nah, trial itu selalu di entertainment.
See, Silver and Malus? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I too think that the traveler's response was most excellent. No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectation, that if that can be...
All right, that's... Now,
Wait! Since when did we... That's more like it.
Far be it from me to brag, but I believe that demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental. You wish to save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the...
You have a point. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister?
Duh.
And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got some...
I have nothing to add.
Oh.
Gila suaranya anjir.
Alrighty then.
we'll be making some preparations first.
Nice.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the opera house at...
No! Were you always guarding...
Yes! After the... So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on. I doubt there was much opportunity...
How can you be...
Well, because I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my wee Melazines.
So, it's safe to say that... Alright, thank you for your help.
And the section was no one left of house doing the magic show. Oke, jadi nggak ada yang keluar cuy. Kemungkinan masih ada di dalam sini.
Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going. Let's go see, shall we? Ooh, things are getting interesting, huh? We're about to see how magic is made.
Okay.
Quit following me.
Ribet nih kasusnya nih.
Then I will be going with you.
Very good.
You may spare the pleasantry.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, and these are my companions. Would you...
Oh, new helpers? I would be most...
Well, let's just say we're...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden.
Oke. Talinya burnable, flammable. Terus random numbernya di apa? Di itulah pokoknya random numbernya itu generate-nya exact number coy. Terus firework, launch, tail, magic performance, rope dangling, water tank collide. Ini dia ini baru belum lama join, namanya Cole. Terus ini painter namanya Halsey. Terus ada sound during magic show, entrance ditutup. Nice.
Beneath this magic box, prepared specifically, but before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to perform it more easily.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
The back? You mean the inside of the door? What's different about it? Paimon didn't notice anything.
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get? Exactly. All right, let's go. I'll tell you how it works as
The
we head
magic fucking pocket. That's what I think.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you... The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right...
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box...
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the audience member would only be able to feel...
Right! You were...
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted...
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
Oh, wait.
So that's how it all worked! Wow! Every detail you revealed was more amazing!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending.
Okay.
And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would.
Wait, where the fuck is your vision though?
But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that... Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on...
Okay, jadi detailnya box inside the box. The idea was the box containing the audience member transported via tunnel underneath. Lenny himself would also use the tunnel on the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, oh, I see. Dua layer, oke.
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a different trick.
Whatever it is.
Hook rope, oke. Ini lever buat ini kontrol levelnya. Pot pecah.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks where you pour water into a jug and then flip the jug over only for the water to and here's a broken vase. Huh. Did the trolley knock it down while moving?
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
Broken floor vase. Ada baju.
Oh, her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Right. And this is
Banyak hal sih. Oke. Ada storage box. Oh, ada vent.
What is this place?
It seems someone could fit through here.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, this space would be too
But there are no other ways in or out of here. Oh, you're right. Let Paimon.
Tunnel vent.
Seems we're just about done investigating down here.
Yes, let's head back up.
Okay, let's go, keluar.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crime scene. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up here.
Apologies for the wait,
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal...
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent lead. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was found hiding there.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable.
Anjir, cok.
No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence...
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. That's right. This is the statements from both sides. To put it simply...
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. And not that...
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a... Then, finally...
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides?
In practice, there is... yes, the guards also asked me to convey that none of us will be allowed to leave this place.
Huh?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us...
They're concerned that we might... And even if that were not...
I'm ready to break out at any...
Whoa, whoa! There's no need for...
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the...
In that case, let's just sort out our findings together. I mean, what better way...
Huh. Breaking out. Just kidding. Just
Okay.
kidding. Paimon was...
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy...
Huh?
Understood, Demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
Oke. Lama juga ya ini case-nya.
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Bro, what?
I must be prepared to meet the demoiselles.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds.
Good work. These three are quite the interesting group. And Paimon, Dad, from the way you had these two guys carrying on, but you ended up doing the entire...
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging...
Paimon was just thinking...
Well, I don't underestimate beating egg anyway.
Only
Oke.
three?
Makaron ya.
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Tea is ready to be served as well. No need for concern.
Ya
All right then.
Lama anjir.
However, the magician twins could have...
Exactly! Why would they do such a thing right when everyone...
The flower vase and the thud, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that...
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
That person was even actress.
True. None of the... But... The only...
Huh. Could Halsey...
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would... Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the...
From the sound of things, your macarons are amazing though, Navia. They smell great.
They are my specialty after all. And I see you've already had 5 of them.
What?
What?
5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3, honest.
Please don't worry about it. At my age...
No. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough. Wait, even you don't believe Paimon? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. Maloose, set up the stove again if you would.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
Exactly. We don't want to trouble you.
As you wish, demoiselle.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
Well...
Well, that's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look around the... I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the 2 of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
Alright, thanks for your help.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find anything.
The call of herself motive, but after nothing told Navia, the person juga low.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got to get our defense ready for the trial. Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case. There's no point in worrying about that now. We just need to prepare. Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the situation.
Oke, let's go. Besok kita trial ya. 8 ya. Let's go. Sidang cok, let's go. Saatnya sidang, let's go.
What do we do? The whole situation is so confusing. Good plan. Impossible thing.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects... Besides, I doubt Farina understands.
Thanks, Navia.
Best of luck to you.
Oke, let's go. Kita craft tuh, langsung craft.
Ah, finally, you're back. Well, how did...
To be honest?
No. We're already very grateful.
Well now, don't you all look disappointed? That was to be expected, of course. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly
Since both parties are present, I declare that the trial regarding the magic show incident is now in session.
Oke, let's go. Kita trial.
Firstly, in order for the audience
Sidang.
to understand the causes and results of the incident, could we...
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement to be that you ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus could not have committed the crime. Is this correct?
Yes, that's correct, Your Honor.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina.
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
What?
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder Cowell. In fact, I'd say you were hardly in that tunnel at all.
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I'm guilty.
Oh, is that so? And if I may ask, what did you hear while you were inside?
The roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation for the finale.
Okay.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so, there was a thud. One so loud that I believe practically everyone heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Hey, hang on.
Oh iya, kan ada suara.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box, and I definitely heard the thud.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. Indeed, it seems his alibi can also... Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my foundations are rocks. Tell me, aren't you and Lynette actually from the House of the Hearth?
Oh shit. Fatui, Cok.
No wonder they did something like this.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing.
I've got a feeling that what happened...
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us your first priority is to prove yourself innocent. The Outlander is speechless. My, oh my, don't they look flabbergasted?
Anjir,
Now
Cuk.
comes the infighting and discord, I suppose. This was almost too easy.
Pubina punya dua ini nggak sih?
Good thing I made all those preparations. Seems the all-nighter I pulled last night is really paying off.
Cok, Pubina ini kayaknya skizo aja.
Hey, Linny, why did...
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me to re-establish the... First, when the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Are these claims true?
Okay.
Please answer my...
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
I knew it!
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the sentencing already.
What should we do now?
Granted. In that case, what is your request?
Is that really necessary? They're already as good as guilty.
Shut the fuck up.
The defendant deceived their own attorneys. What is there left to discuss?
Order! Order, I say! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn. This trial will
So, in that case, my...
Oke. Gila. Ini susah banget aja. Gua nggak bisa mikir aja.
Well, this is awkward. I didn't think the Hydroarch... I'm sorry, Traveler and Pilot.
Yeah, sorry. We based our entire not to set the wrong...
I know you've clashed with the Vatui, but our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities.
Right now, we want to save people.
That's right. I'm sure I knew if it weren't for... That's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you. But the truth is very important, but being completely transparent about everything would see us spend... Right. So you met a Fatu, but still, I'm asking you to trust me. I am no
Sorry. Please.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear your answer first, and...
Of course. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know why it has... During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it.
What?
From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close to the core.
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would only need 15 to get to the opposite box. So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to execute this step.
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached, which should have been impossible, of course, I was quite certain that I was the only one in the room. That voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way I came. On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished, so there wasn't time to give it any thought. After that, the homicide occurred just...
Well, that explains why you didn't hear the thud.
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save
So, there you have it. The whole truth. It was never my wish to proceed under this cloud of mistrust either.
Okay.
But like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you want to leave because you don't trust the Fatui...
Pusing gua, Cok.
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Bentar, gua ke ini loh, toilet, bentar. Pusing.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
Yo, gila.
The current problem is that the skills are
Anjir,
just
Cok.
pretty bad. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, we're gonna need a seriously huh?
Apaan tuh? Chamber containing of the scope upon entering tunnel did not witness a crime taking place. Oh. Okay, let's go balik.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Okay.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue stating her reconstruction of the events.
That took long enough. Now then, if everyone would lend me their attention.
Okay.
At this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
ini es atau nih, Cuk.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel.
Yeah.
When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused the loud thud. He did not realize that this sound could be heard by everyone in the opera house, which is why he claimed earlier that he could not hear the sound. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing her. At this time, Cowl arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise, and caught Linny red-handed. So Linny proceeded to knock him out too before... Afterward, Linny passed the unconscious Halsey to his accomplice through the magic box in the audience stands, before operating the devices such that Cowl's death would be ruled an accident. And there you have it. That's the truth behind what happened.
Does the defendant have any objections to Lady Farina's description of the events?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events. What Linny experienced and what he saw.
Okay.
According to Linny, he left via the vent after entering the tunnel. He couldn't have had that altercation with Halsey.
Okay.
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core. This is the actual truth. Linny did not take part in the underground altercation. He only witnessed traces of the aftermath.
Attention! Ace Detective Pot. When the countdown started, Linny did indeed go into the tunnel. But he immediately used a vent to access the Opera House basement, which is where the underground core of the Oratrice is stored. Once he reached that area, he heard a voice in what should have been an empty room. Since he felt something was amiss, he returned immediately. The crime scene had already developed by the time he reached the tunnel again, and in order to complete the magic trick, he did not remain there for any length of time. Finally, he reached the surface, and that was when the accident happened from his point of view. Therefore, he's innocent.
Okay. Simple banget anjir gameplaynya.
In other words, you believe that he knew nothing of the That's right! My reasoning?
By chance.
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, who was the entire setup meant to kill? Assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new disappearance case. What would the point of killing someone on stage be?
Oh, they have a point.
That's right, you tell it. Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what proof do you have to back your claims? Of course I do.
If he had been
in the magic box the whole time, how could he have not? You're saying that he wasn't.
Which definitely wasn't the tunnel. Okay. Which evidence that Lenny wasn't in the tunnel when the crime took place? Bentar, gue bingung nih. No one left. Was in the tunnel.
Are you sure we don't need to give this more thought?
Apaan, Cok? Gua nggak tahu anjir.
That's right! Lenny wasn't in the box or in the tunnel. That's why he didn't hear anything strange during the performance.
Oh, right.
This means that when the crime happened, Lenny had already entered the basement via the vent. The same clue you used to disprove his alibi has now become the best proof!
Well played. To think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Lenny who committed the crimes, then who was it?
Oke, ngumpulin. Oke, jadi dia ngeganti ini. Wait. Flynn selalu ngebantu seperti untuk. Oke. The glass belonged to Halsey.
Could there have been a third person involved? Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member. Or could there have been a third
person? Nggak ada ya.
The deceased's name is Cowell, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment.
Huh? That can't be right. The killer one!
Oh, is that so? How?
What I must do next is recreate the truth.
Okay.
What Cowell did, and how he went from would-be perpetrator to victim.
Gila. Ribet juga, Cok. Bentar. Halo. Halo Not Lomo. Welcome to the stream Not Lomo. Apa kabar Not Lomo? Baru ya kamu di sini. Wait,
No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances.
Wait. Cowell's plain situation is in the tunnel. How can we insert Lenny?
The sound we heard may have come from... Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
both people to fit into that vent. They would likely have bumped into Linny as well.
Wait, how can I prove?
The deceased's name is Cowl, Linny. No one entered or left the opera house through its entrances. So, where would the criminal have wanted to take Halsey? Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Oh shit.
The deceased's name is Cowl. Halsey's clothing was
Incorrect.
Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, the sound we heard may have come from a clash. No one entered or left.
Wait, what?
The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The sound we heard may have... It would have been tough for both people to... Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So, there must have been some fear that she would attract attention.
Incorrect.
The deceased's name is Cowl. No one entered or left the... It would have been tough for both people... No one entered or left...
Kalah.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring things out?
Halsey itu yang bunuh kayaknya. Terus dia itu sebenarnya nggak ngilang, dia ganti baju terus kabur, cok. Buat nge-trap si Linny. Itu sih teori gue.
I see how it... Look, since we're at a dead end, why not consider it just like the trick as it transpired?
If only we knew how...
Well, that would be nice, but the tunnel only has... And it's not like this is a magic trick where you can just make a real live person disappear. You know, like you did from that water tank, Lynette.
Excuse me.
Oh shit.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Lenny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing Halsey and the criminal. The deceased's name is Cowl, Lenny's assistant. He would have been able to tamper with the equipment. The vase was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Shit.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Halsey disappeared instead of being kidnapped. Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving only clothes behind. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed into water...
Just a moment, please. How could a person ever be transformed into water? This is is reality we're talking about here, not some magic trick.
I've got the experience Cowell's personal effect.
Must we really? I should think that of anyone. Your friend Linny already knows this truth. Their magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and misdirection. But Halsey's disappearance is very real.
Even so, the truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may open if we try to gather all the focal points that don't make sense. Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention on him. But given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a look at his belongings, would it?
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained schemes when at the end of their rope. The way I see it, your suggestion that we broaden the scope of our investigation is nothing but a tactic for stalling the trial.
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at an impasse, I believe that additional evidence may help us make more progress. Guards, please step into the lounge and examine the personal effects of the deceased, Kalo.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled separately. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are water from the primordial sea.
The primordial sea?
Damn!
Those contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs and that he had... The notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword dissolve appears many times. One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. It is empty. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely that Halsey was chosen as some sort of test subject. As such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is, in fact, supported by sufficient evidence.
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving into water?
Yes.
Could something so ridiculous actually...
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but it's just
Ya,
a coincidence,
prophecy
isn't
yang orang bakal dissolve ke water.
If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide water stains? And if Cowell was targeting that girl... Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You two.
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partner?
Let's go. Just trust...
Order! Order! It is undeniable that further examination of the Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding that Ms. Halsey has yet to be found. Guards, please continue Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the evidence, so please continue speaking.
Of course. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues can be connected together.
And that is?
Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense at all. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that water from the primordials.
The deceased's name is Cowell. Linny's is... Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant for another magic trick, but was instead some form of triggering mechanism.
But what mechanism though?
The rope that strung the water tank up was lit by the fireworks and cut. As such, now it seems like the hook rope was... The water from the primordial sea should already have been prepped before Halsey entered the magic box.
What the fuck?
The water from the primordial... Now it seems like the hook rope was not meant... Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time. Did she have something to do with this?
What?
I remember there was something else within the inner layer of that box.
It's in the original plan. Kalo would tamper with the water tank rope, and the number selector securing his target. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box.
Wait, what? When the magic box contained Halsey has lowered.
When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Kalo would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel, with the remaining evidence being covered up by the water tank on stage. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Oh.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing pieces of evidence.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now. Have I falsely accused an innocent person? What a humiliation.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact circumstances that led to Cal's death. His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage to share it with...
Thank you, Your Honor. We were just in... and we found an identical sample of the water from the primordial sea among Linny's personal effects.
What?
What?
That can't be. Does this not... My dear citizen... Linny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave the scene via the vent. Having made modifications to the props beforehand, his accomplice Cowell then caused Halsey to vanish using the water from the primordial sea. But upon his return, in cruel avarice, Linny desired sole credit and prepared to do away with his partner in crime. Ultimately, he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder weapon. Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward conclusion, it does seem that the famed Fatui is quite the cold-blooded. Am I right? We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way for us to make a rebuttal here. Is this the end of the...
No. Oh, Jiv, gila.
No. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
I think we've all seen enough now. I believe this is indeed the finale.
then, my good, no... excuse me, everyone!
Miss, I must ask you not to shout and to respect.
Oh, come on, don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting,
Okay.
you know. Now, would anyone here... I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh, right before your very eyes.
Wait, what in the world is she saying?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my scope.
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all... Once everyone believes the illusion, can't magic reveal the truth to them? And wouldn't such a trick... Come on, Lenny. But, as the magic makers and stars of the show...
Oke, plot twist babu.
And voila.
Sorry.
Wait, isn't that... So, the whole...
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you
See?
to underestimate us three.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry.
Kan betul kata gue. Dia itu
I admit it.
bunuh Kawal. Abis itu dia itu ganti baju buat kabur. Udah, easy kan?
What?
Kata gue.
Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lillian. And I heard that Linny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket, so I stole one. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. And I'd never been caught before. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Linny was the...
Hey! No wonder you look familiar. Liddy even mentioned...
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number selector chose me. He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. I thought he was on to me for sure. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so there was nowhere to run from there, though. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at the scene and continued hiding inside.
Can a person even hide in there?
But I swear, had I known that, I wouldn't have put...
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now.
This time, we need to tell the entire...
Let's go.
The strange sound wasn't from a fight. It was Lily-Ann's attempt to break out when she was frightened.
Oke, baru ini.
The flower vase was not broken to cover anything up, but was smashed during the struggle between Lily-Ann and Kalo.
Oke, baru. Ribut banget dah.
Lily-Ann was afraid that she would be recognized if she left, so she changed clothes and hid, biding her time.
And it's Ace Detective Paimon time! Having been selected out of the blue, her panic only intensified. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that Lily, mistakenly believing that the two broke the flower with no way of escaping.
Nice. Kelar ya.
She knew that she would have to go through guard inspection if she tried to leave afterward. So, she has been trapped in the opera house these last 2 days.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting over macarons.
So she's still two.
She swiped 2 of them right under our noses. Talk about a sneaky thief.
At this point, all the events that happened in the tunnel have now come to light.
Ah, so that's the whole story. Bravo! Bravo!
Fuck you mean bravo, dude.
Now then, Lady Farina. Please answer the question.
What? Are you reading my mind? No. I have no further arguments. I admit defeat. But really, could you at least have left me with some dignity?
Wow! Look at that!
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, Kalo, selected his next victim from the audience reservation list. With some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the pre-selected young woman would be chosen. To cover up any evidence while committing the deed, Kalo thought of allowing the water tank to fall, which would conceal the water left behind after the young woman was dissolved. He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop, and he poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box, and stuck it to the box's lid. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when bringing the young woman. When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel, tightening the hook rope and bursting the balloon containing the water. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box with a loud noise. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box, and thus became his own final victim. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures within the opera house, and was thus ignorant of these happenings. From this reconstruction of events, we can conclude that Linny, the accused, is in fact innocent.
Nice.
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should still be investigated separately, this case, at least, can be handed over to the oratories to make the final.
Okay. Menang cuy.
As such, Linny and Lynette are officially declared not guilty.
Nice.
Great work, partner.
Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Next, I think we deserve an explanation, Guard Vaughn. How did you find the water from the primordial sea in Linny's baggage?
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake, you know. Or was that not a discovery, but false evidence that you dared to bring before this court?
I suspect that the accomplice...
Mampus.
I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen your sentence.
Speak quickly! Unless you want to earn yourself a one-way ticket to Coupon Town.
I was just following. We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the Fatui. The higher-ups said...
And now that your plan has fallen through, therefore you would be wise to tell...
Yes, our boss discovered that the water can cause people to dissolve. It can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause people to experience unforgettable exhilaration. We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent mora off it. The
and now he can no longer talk.
Mati, cok.
Such ruthlessness.
An outrageous. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Shit.
So, we're just going back now?
Yeah.
That's...
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Pan.
Lenny...
I know you may not want to speak to me right now. Maybe you don't even want to look at me. But still, let me thank you again for defending me to the end. Even after you learned that I'm a I guess. I didn't approach you with any ulterior motives or ill intent. I've spoken to you as myself. As for why I'm a Fatus, it's because the goals of the House of the Hearth align with those of an orphan like me. That's all. That was how Father, who you might know as the Knave, approached recruiting us back then.
Holy shit. Father, oh that's the Knave, it's fucking Arlecchino, okay?
The Knave? The one who controls the House of the Hearth? She's your father?
That's right. And since we're here, I was wondering. Back when our parents first died, Lynette, to survive, I took my sister through several streets until we found a crowded corner, and we began to perform. To my surprise, we proved to be pretty popular, and we could at least stop worrying about where our next meal would come from for a time. But I didn't want my sister to remain a street rat together with me forever. Before long, an aristocrat came to me and claimed that he wished to take us in after watching my performances.
So you went from orphans to nobility just like that?
Gila.
That was how we felt at first too. As if fate was on our side and we could say goodbye to those painful days. But I gradually discovered that while we were called foster children, he was really after my talent for magic tricks. He would constantly take me to all sorts of banquets to garner attention, which he would then use to expand his social circles.
Gila.
That doesn't seem too bad either. Better than roaming the streets at any rate.
It took a while for me to realize just how dark his heart really was. After one particular performance at a banquet, I discovered that I waited a long time after we were... The answer he gave me was... She caught the eye of the most eminent person at the banquet, so I sent her over as a gift. I mean, you'll be able to perform your magic regardless of who your assistant is, yes?
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh no. So he... But wouldn't Fontaine's laws deal...
As far as outsiders are concerned, this is a relationship akin to adoption or foster care, and they have their ways of escaping the eye of the law. I managed to ferret out the location of the mansion of that so-called eminent person and hurried through the night. But by the time I leaped over the walls, avoided the guards, and made my way in...
Yeah?
All I saw was the moonlit ground covered in blood. And the Knave standing there in the darkness.
Anjir, gila.
So, she'd already taken care...
That's right. She had rescued my sister before she could come to any harm, and had even discovered several girls hidden in a basement, all of them orphans. Father, I mean, the Knave, might have seen something in me, and so she made me The House of the Hearth welcomes you, for your interests align with ours. Here, none will ever betray you. Indeed, betrayal shall never be permitted here. I was hesitant to trust her. I mean, I had just been betrayed by nobles. But she was also quick to destroy the noble who had taken us in at first, giving us back our...
Oh, so that's how the two of you joined the House of the Hearth.
The nephews of the diagnosis.
She has her own plans.
Oh.
She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power once she obtains it.
So, she believes in that prophet?
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to combat that. Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort of water, thus further supporting the prophecy. All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. We won't give up on defending our homeland.
Gila.
To us orphans, the only connection we have left to this world, apart from our family, is our homeland.
I see.
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes like stealing a gnosis, everything is aimed at dealing with that prophecy.
It's all right. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the house, I have never stopped making my own decisions, and that I believe what I'm doing is right. If you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find me. I will do my best to help you, as plain Linny.
I see.
Bye, Linny!
Okay, that was a really good one.
Hey there. What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us now?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to solving the serial disappearances case. Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
I'm leaving.
Given that...
Ah, I see. Well, I'm sorry. I might have been too presumptuous.
Don't say that, Navi.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. It was like having new... sorry about that. I'm a bit prone to nostalgia. Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know, to...
Huh?
Well, Anyway, it would just be a meal, so it shouldn't take up too much of your time.
You don't have to twist Pylon's arm if...
Oh, wonderful!
Alright then, let's have our...
Okay, quest complete. Offering. Gila. Ini fun banget sih. Wait, what? Ada lanjutannya. Ini tapi lanjutannya, buset, gua udah berapa lama anjir main ini? Udah mau 4 jam loh. Gila. Udah 3,5 jam. Yaudah, kita udahan dulu coy. Thank you semua yang udah nonton, dan I'll see you again next stream. Bye bye.